Moreno coming live from the mother's womb. Shout out to everybody who's watching the channel. For those of you who are new to this channel, what I do, I appreciate, I motivate, I initiate. So today I'm going to talk about how to use the law of attraction. Yes, the law of attraction. So the law of attraction it was an idea that got me interested. It's something it's something that got me curious. It's like, how do I get what I want? It's like you see something you want, and it's like, how do I possess it? That's the real question. I always used to hear the quote, "The universe knows what you want." You know, I do believe that. It's like, but I also believe in action. Me and my homies were discussing this the other day at the studio. I believe if you go for what you love, there are people who will take you in like like a child of their own. You know what I mean? There are people who will support you on your way there. And it's like, if you want to be a millionaire, it's the idea of this, aligning yourself. If you want to be a millionaire, hang around people who are millionaires or people who are aspiring to be millionaires. If you want to get a master's in university, go hang around with people who are going for their master. That introduced me to the law of attraction was the book called Ask and It's Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. See right here. Yeah, it's a pretty big book. It's one that you can always go back to and look over. You know what I mean? So it's like, whatever, get down your notepad and get your sticky notes and write it down and come back to it. Maybe a few months later, maybe a few weeks later. So the thing with law of attraction and why it works is because we are energy. If you're trying to attract a specific person, like a situation or thing, we have to feel how it would feel when you have that thing. If you want your dream house, imagine yourself on the house, on the balcony, you know what I mean? Looking over, seeing the beach, whatever type of clothes you'll be wearing, whether you're wearing your purple suit or your pink dress, or your cowboy hat, shout out Lil Nas. Whatever you're doing, imagine yourself, feel yourself into it. It's about feeling. I'm practicing how to feel good in the present moment. I feel it's important for the law of attraction because if you feel like shit, you won't be able to receive what you ask for. It's kind of common sense. I'm sure whatever you ask for is so you can end up feeling good. At the end of the day, who wants to live their life feeling uncomfortable? Uncomfort is what we avoid, or at least what I know I avoid most of the time. But the thing is, it's good to be uncomfortable sometimes, but you got to find that balance. But I remember when I was fat, I couldn't even imagine myself skinny a day in my life. It was like, you could ask my friends. It's like, funny enough, I use my imagination. I used to just go in the mirror, put on my shirt, whatever, and be like, yo, like, you know, I was like, when I get my body, whatever. But it's like, people believe you can't have everything. But it's like, I feel it's a matter of being specific. It's about wanting the right things that could really change your life. You know what I mean? But it's like, you need to have an understanding of what you have and why you have it. You know what I mean? You need to know its place in your life. That's how you get it in the first place. And it's like, another question is, it's like, oftentimes, or at least me, it's like the things that I want, on surface level sound nice, but when I think about it on a subconscious level, it's like, why do I even want this? You know what I mean? But that's a whole different kind of word. Attraction isn't completely logical. There's logic in regards of thinking what it is you want, but putting yourself out there to receive is sort of like, illogical, irrational. they say we have two brains, you know. We have the brain of logic, which is the left side of the brain, you know what I mean? And we have the creative brain, which is the right side. You know what I what I mean? But it's like me when I'm making my decisions in my own personal life, I like to blend both. I like to put it together, you know? And it's like there's something special about listening to your own unique voice, you know, listening to yourself, having confidence in yourself. And this thing is, it's like in life, we're all having our own, you know, there's so many, we have so many things in common, which is beautiful, but we're still having our own individual experience. You know, we come in the world alone. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? She won't necessarily see it the way you see it. He won't necessarily see it the way you see it. You know, the cat, you know, the dog or whatever, you know, won't see it the way you see it, you know? There's something special about yourself. And on a final note, like the thing about the law of attraction, it's like, yeah, you can, you know, you can read a book, you can read however many books you want to read, you know. But one thing that's always winning, and you know, one thing that's always king in my life and what I see, you know, is experience. You know what I mean? Having direct experience, seeing it for yourself, doing it yourself. You know what I mean? That's the winner. You know. Shouts to Law of Attraction. I hope it works for you guys. I'm sure it will. But another note, new music about to release. You know what I mean? I got the Patience teaser out. You know, I got something for you guys. Stay blessed. I'm going to come live from the mother's womb. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Love.